everyone, it's Maki here. Today, let's have a casual chat focusing on the discussions among fans and interviews with scriptwriters. The content of the newly released promotional video was also very intriguing. I am particularly interested in the fact that the title of the book placed on Kakory's desk is Akatsuki. The presence of a book with a blue cover and another with a red cover is also fascinating. Do you remember the line spoken by Kakory in the second promotional video? There are two sides to everything. She is saying this to Toyama Shimao, whom she is grooming as her successor. Right after this line, we see members of campus bowing their heads to the people of the foundation. Kakory's words could be interpreted as referring to the foundation's attitude. However, could it also be hinting at the arrangement of new mobile suits like Akatsuki? In the spin-off, Seed Eclipse, it is revealed that Rob had analyzed the Freedom Gundam's data without Kiro Yamamoto's permission and produced the Eclipse Gundam. This act was also a measure against Rob's past experience of military invasion by the Earth's alliance. It's an act to maintain a deterrent against war. In the story of Eclipse, it is stated that the Asuka family was unaware of the existence of the Eclipse Gundam. But is that really the case? In the novel version of Sea Destiny, Gilbert Juano says that the only people who match his abilities are Lars and Kakory. It wouldn't be surprising if Kakory, possessing political power comparable to Chairman Juano, knew about the Eclipse Gundam. And this might also mean she understands the importance of being prepared for emergencies by organizing military strengths. Kakory's words could be indicating that she has prepared strong military forces in anticipation of campus's plight. Of course, this is just one interpretation of mine. Recently, the Japanese media Fury published an interview with Mr. Hiroyuki Yoshino. Mr. Yoshino is one of the scriptwriters who contributed to the Seed series. The interview delved into revisiting past works in preparation for the upcoming movie. Let's focus on parts of the interview that seem to connect with the content of the movie. In the Seed series, it's common to reuse ideas that were not implemented in previous works in subsequent productions. A famous example is the concept that Freedom Gundam can utilize 3 types of striker packs without needing to swap them. This idea was reused in the Destiny Gundam and the HD remastered version's Perfect Strike Gundam. Now, about the ending of the first work, Seed. Originally, Kira and Catherine were supposed to remain enemies and fight to the death until the end. The finale was supposed to be similar to the climax of the Cyborg 009 series. The characters would embrace each other and say, "Where on earth do you want to fall?" before turning into a fireball and crashing down. However, this was suddenly changed by director Fukuda and Ms. Morosawa, who was in charge of the story. Athrun will become an ally. He will fight alongside Kiro. It was quite challenging to align the content with this decision. In the Seed series, the battle between Athrun and Kiro was a key element that heightened the drama. What will happen in the movie? Mr. Fukuda has said the scene where Athrun and Kiro fight together will be the climax. It seems unlikely that the movie will depict a scenario where Athrun fights against Kiro and then transitions to the climax. But what if it involves another character? Yes, Ophilam Tao. In the promotional videos, he is portrayed as a rival to Kira. While there are no releases of his mobile suit or pilot suit designs yet, his name is prominently listed at the forefront on the Foundation site in the cast introduction. He's undoubtedly a character of utmost importance to the story. The beginning of the movie's story has been released on the official website. At the request of the Foundation, Campus attacks the Earth-based headquarters of Blue Cosmos. Scenes of departing the atmosphere and launching into space are also depicted. It's highly possible that the final battle will take place in space. Kira and Dolphy's mobile suits might engage in combat while entering the atmosphere, escalating to a climax. Both their suits getting damaged, they might intertwine like shooting stars, falling in a blaze of fire. How will the last scene unfold? In Shara's counterattack, Emma away and Shara's navel disappeared. The ending theme song of Seed Freedom is romantics of parting. Will Kira leave Laurels behind? Or as the name Rising Freedom suggests, will he return to Laurels like the rising sun? Mr. Yoshino has spoken about the challenges he faced while writing the script. The difficulty with sequels to hit works is dealing with the main character, who has become too powerful in the previous work. In the magazine Gundam Ace published in 2021, some of the rejected ideas were discussed. Among them was the intriguing notion of 20 clones of Hero becoming the enemy. This has led to speculation among fans that perhaps the Black Knight Squad could be such an entity. There is no doubt that these characters, powerful enough to put Kira Yamato in a difficult situation, play a significant role. Of course, they could just be ordinary humans. For instance, Mulov Flavor in the novel version of Seed is described during his battle with the Providence Gundam as having reaction speeds on par with Kira Yamato dodging enemy attacks. Even without being a super coordinator, there are indeed extremely powerful characters in the world of Seed. Mr. Yoshino also reflected on when the final episode script of Seed was completed. The scenario for the final episode was finished 3 weeks before the broadcast. But please be assured, this situation is not reflected in the movie. Mr. Fukuda recently commented when checking the video and sound, I end up watching the whole movie from start to finish. It seems the movie is already complete. Will the scenario where Orphe and Kiro fight, while turning into a ball of fire and then becoming shooting stars come to fruition? The final battle is certainly something to look forward to.